I would sequence records like this most of the time, where I would say, okay, well, you want to just have the mood right. So I don't want to have a fast song, slow song, fast song, slow song. You want to have like, here's your fast, here's your mids, and then slow it down towards the end of it. When they did Crazy Sexy Cool, obviously that was L.A.
Right.
And I felt a little more disconnected from Crazy Sexy Cool than the first one. Just because it felt to me not patched up, but it felt like a bunch of different things.
Even with the interludes, sort of.
That was supposed to be the thing that tied it together, but
Who did those interludes?
different people, like
Not you?
to do something. Nah.
Oh damn! I thought it was you.
But it was just because at a certain point I did all you go in, you start off and you do all these songs, and then you start to say, okay, and then he starts to say, okay, well now I'm gonna put this person in, now I'm gonna put that person in, now we're gonna let somebody listen to all your stuff, and then we're gonna put somebody else in to try to do better than yours. And we had this thing before me organizing and Jermaine. We've known each other since the skating rinks, so since we were like 16, since I first got to Atlanta, and me and JD used to go over his house with his mom and make beats on Jermaine's MPC, and his mom would, feed us Teddy Grahams or Kool-Aid or whatever. And
Nice combo.
so we would just be like, yeah, that's just what we were doing. We were young and not just in high school and all this, and didn't really, we dressing the kids at the mall and kind of just doing, just having fun. So we really didn't know and think about how it was going to blow up. And myself, Rico, and Jermaine, we had, after we started to come up, we ended up doing all of the Face records. That was all the records right there. Me, Jermaine, and Rico.
I did not think
And at one point,
Highland Police Mobsters, that was the
Yep.
yeah, that was y'all. Yeah.
and so at one point I hit. We had all got way off track. Like we wasn't messing with each other. We was just like way off track.
When did
Like-
it get competitive?
It got competitive like at after Crazy Sex.
I was going to ask, how did you feel about Waterfalls? Because even LA said himself, like, he saved organized noise for last.
Well, I love the Waterfall. See, I knew all of them. These are like all my guys in the first place because we all hung out at the skating rink and stuff together before LA even knew any of us. So we felt like when LA kind of came to town, he was the opportunity. But we was more crazy about Babyface, but we couldn't really
'Cause he made
access.
the music,
yeah, we
yeah.
couldn't really access Face like that. It was like LA came to the forefront and was like, hey. And so by the time we got to Crazy Sexy Cool, we realized, I called him one day and I said, yo, man, and we had all this ABC crisscross beef and all that stuff when we was kids, and it just turned into a bunch of mess in the first place. But I called Jermaine in one day and said, yo, man, we need to have a meeting. You and Rico come meet me at this restaurant and don't bring any security. What you mean don't bring no security?
Set up.
I was like,
I can't find my noise.
We don't need security. We've been knowing each other since high school, but we've been way off.
It's been a long time since then.
Everybody done made money and went on their own thing.
Put Atlanta back on the
So
map.
we had a meeting with him, and I said,
I had to. Sorry.
You're going to like this one. So I said to him, I said, yo, man, what's going on with us? Like, you ever notice that we all work on the Face records, but we don't work on any of our own records together? Like, you never worked, this was before Jermaine did First Night. I said, you never worked on Monica.
I was about to ask
I
you
never
this.
worked on Escape. You never worked on something. What's going on? So, so Jermaine goes, well, LA said, man, you don't really like my stuff. And I said, well, damn, LA told me you don't like my stuff.
Cool,
And then Rico Wade goes, well, LA told me that neither one of y'all like my stuff.
Oh, shit.
He admitted that.
And so,
He admitted that he wanted friction between the three of you, so that way you'd be competitive.
really competitive. And so he gave us the book for Christmas, The Art of War. And none of us ever paid attention to it.
Or y'all would
I
have
said,
known.
this nigga that gave us the
Earlier.
book. We done pulled on us in the first place. And so from that point, we was like, okay, we got to stop. Because Atlanta's small. And for us to be separated, and we're the glue to the whole thing, is like, that didn't make any sense because we don't function like that down here. You
So
know
is
what I'm saying?
that when the Monica relationship started?
That's when the Monica relationship started with First Night.
Okay.